Hi everyone, it's Kevin from Figaro Owners Club. It's great to be with you, and got a bit hoarse actually from ABC and the Christians last night at Silverstone, so hope you can hear me okay. Brilliant, it was brilliant. Right, what I wanted to do today is just talk about if you've got a problem with the rain deflectors falling off, like what am I talking about? I'm talking about these little things here that run across the top of the window and the door. They were an optional extra on the car. You can see them, and they've got three M6 nice bolts that run down in, and they clamp onto the basically around the piece of chrome trim here. Now what happens is, what happened yesterday, typical a car show, so you're talking to a guy and you can sort of see he's got his arm out and he ends up leaning on it. And it's up sort of, and I'm thinking, I can't tell him don't lean on the car, but I end up saying, oh, don't touch that, because if you lean on it, basically what happens is it pulls it down, and it basically ends up sort of like, looks like it's going to fall off. Now what is happening, I'll just take you through it, because it is quite an easy fix. But what we've got, I've just dismantled this. Obviously this was the culprit, the right hand side. So what we've got these three individual like clamps here, and they consist of two parts. One is the top part, one is the bottom part. The top part fits over this chrome trim, slides between the neoprene rubber. It's quite fiddly to get on, but you can sort of push them in and it just clips over this trim. The bottom one clips underneath. But what happens is, this is a good example of how it should look. Okay, so it should look, I've done a little drawing here. So this is what we're talking about. it should sort of come down and go as tight as you can to the car, and then go out flat. Okay, so perfect, like 90 degrees. What happens if someone leans on it, it ends up sort of deforming it, and you end up getting this arrangement, and that's what we've got here. So if we look at that, I've just try to sort of make it better. That's probably a better example here. So I'll just get this screw out, pick that up in a minute. So if you can see, if I squeeze this together, can you see there's a little gap down there, and the way to get round it is a nice pair of pliers, put a little bit of tape on it just to protect it. And what you want to do, you want to go in there with the pliers and force it, push it towards the car and squeeze it. Okay, so I'm pushing it towards the car, so you can see that looks better now. But basically when it's clamped now, it won't pull apart. Just sorry about the dogs next door. I'll do the same with that one. So squeeze it up, and then what happens is, all you need to do then, is the front's got a little slot in it. See here, that slots quite cleverly into the front of the trim of the window there, and then you pick up the three holes and just drop the screws through the top, and then there's a nut underneath, so you can see it's just falling out there. So it's a good, I'll show you what I mean now. So that's the shape, so it goes in like that, and then that needs to be clamped really tight. Now if that's clamped really tight here, yeah, I can't pull it off, so no now of doing. But if you can see, if someone leans on it, okay, that's what happens. All right, so it can be kind of repaired if you like, but it's a bit fiddly. You just have to take the trim off, and as I said, with the pliers, like reform if you can these three little saddles. Anyway, I hope that's a useful little tip for you. They're really nice on the car, and people do comment on them, but sometimes it can be a bit of a pain, because as I said, people end up leaning on them. Okay, that's all from me. See you all soon on the next one. Cheers, bye.